A reunion that was already intense got even more emotional in Part 2 of the Vanderpump Rules Season 10 reunion, revealing additional information on the drama of the season. While giving light on some other topics covered over the season, Portion 2 of the Vanderpump Rules Season 10 reunion proved to have just as much drama as the first portion. Even though Sandoval received the majority of the attention during the reunion, other cast members were allowed to jump in and talk about various areas of the season during the second part of the reunion program. However, as is customary, the topic of Tom Sandoval's relationship with Raquel swiftly came up because Ariana Madix and Tom Sandoval are still at differences. Following the affair, the bulk of the cast has sided with Ariana. Respecting the restraining order Raquel had filed against Shiana, the cast, which included Lala Kent, James Kennedy, Katie Maloney, Lisa Vanderpump, Tom Schwartz, and others, all sat down while she was 100 yards away in a trailer. The footage of the reunion was again interwoven with the one-on-one sit-down interviews Andy Cohen had with Raquel, Tom, and Ariana, showcasing the cast's unvarnished responses to some of the most pressing topics from Vanderpump Rules viewers. Things between Tom and the rest of the group heated up during the second half of the Vanderpump Rules Season 10 reunion, and even more drama was revealed. James and Lisa got into a fight early on in the Vanderpump Rules Season 10 reunion Part 2 over her defense of Tom. Lala had told Lisa she needed to quit defending Tom throughout their conversation. Even though Lisa claimed she wasn't necessarily supporting Tom's behavior, she believed the actors had been harsh in their criticism of him. This annoyed James, who yelled at Lisa, shook his head, and stormed off the stage for the third time thus far during the reunion. After discussing Lala's relationship with the issues surrounding her ex-fiancé, Randall Emmett, the Vanderpump Rules group and the cameras took a break for lunch. Cameras were present and filming whenever the ensemble was together, even if their alone time wasn't captured for the reunion. For Tom and Raquel, this was a problem, but it also revealed how Ariana, Katie, Sheena, and James were feeling following the first portion of the reunion. James was still buzzing over having called Tom out minutes before Raquel arrived, as Ariana remarked about how exhausting the beginning had been. Tom stopped by Raquel's isolated trailer during the lunch break of the cast to talk about what had occurred while filming. She informed him that she had been observing Tom while he described the situation. Raquel responded to Tom's statement that he felt denigrated in his relationship with Ariana by saying, "I feel like she felt like you wanted to keep the relationship working because you never broke up with her." Tom answered, "Yes, I believe, in a sense." Raquel agreed, "Yeah, I feel like maybe we should have acknowledged this earlier." While attempting to maintain silence in front of the cameras, the two made a generalized discussion on their relationship. Tom left Raquel's trailer after their chat was over only to turn around and enter it again shortly afterward, this time requesting that they speak privately without being recorded. Tom reacted angrily when a producer told him that while the cast as a whole would always have cameras rolling, while he was alone, he could remain off camera. Tom yelled at a producer and said he had to take a break. Tom started ranting about needing to have a real chat with Raquel, even as the producer made an effort to remain composed and explain that he could take a break on his own. The disagreement was not settled. After the cast returned from lunch, James' girlfriend Ally Luber, who joined during Vanderpump Rules Season 10, made an appearance on the reunion. She was open and honest about her relationship with James, stating that she had watched the show before meeting him and had seen a significant difference between him on and off camera. James's mental health was brought up by Ally, who clarified that she had urged him to begin seeing a therapist. Ally grinned at James and said, "I think everyone should see a therapist, especially men, and especially James," she said. James acknowledged that he has been attending therapy and that it is progressing nicely. After learning about Sandoval, Sheena was unable to discuss much of her supposed physical conflict with Raquel, but Tom and Ariana chimed in with their opinions. "I wasn't there, I guess." Tom said, feeling frustrated, I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place. The issue is that I don't want to sabotage my friendship with Shiana." Tom added, "But I do want to tell the truth," to which Ariana abruptly interrupted, "You have no relationship with Sheena." The two continued to provide very different accounts of what happened, but it appeared that they were both coming to the same conclusion. Sheena did not punch Raquel. Andy turned to Sheena to inquire about her thoughts on the controversy after Tom and Ariana argued about their divergent recollections of the night Ariana learned about the affair. Sheena eventually started crying and frankly expressed how Raquel's actions had wounded her. She added that when Raquel needed a home, she offered her a place to stay, assisted with the cost of an apartment, and cared for her as though she were a member of her own family. Sheena was totally unmoored to have her do something so unspeakably characterized by betrayal. Sheena wept, "I trusted her with everything." Tom realized how badly Sheena had reacted to the situation when she had a breakdown and how much his actions had harmed someone other than Ariana. He made an attempt to apologize but ended up talking more about defending himself. Tom defended himself by claiming that there was no malice behind the situation, and that his reputation shouldn't be tarnished by a single mistake. Ariana rushed in to say that despite everything, he continued to do something that violated other people's faith in him as well as her own. During the conversation with Raquel regarding Sheena's legal problems, which posed significant problems in her life aside from the drama already roiling from the current sandoval news, Sheena opened up about her worry over the restraining order. She added that it had greatly affected her mental health, causing her to cry in front of her daughter on several occasions, which was frightening for her. Raquel said during their one-on-one interview that she had applied to have the restraining order dismissed since she had regretted doing so in the first place. Andy gave the papers to Sheena. After Sheena had left, a few additional bits of Andy's one-on-one conversation with Raquel, which had previously aired during part 1 of the Vanderpump Rules Season 10 reunion, were broadcast as Raquel was ready to take the stage. Raquel admitted that she was living in my own little reality, and thought that even after the affair became public, she and Ariana may still be able to be friends. "I know it's important for me to be here so I can take accountability for my actions, so I'm here to do that." Raquel stated that she had been informed by Tom that Ariana seemed like she didn't want to know about the relationship. "She never pressed about it, she never confronted me about it," Raquel said. "From what I know, what Tom's told me, that she didn't like, she questioned him too much about what he would tell her, just believed at face value what he would tell her." She nodded when Andy said that it seemed like Raquel was blaming Ariana. "At the time, I had that attitude. Now that I know that she genuinely wanted to know, I see how dishonest that was, and I'm extremely embarrassed of it." Raquel was seen telling Andy that she was scared to meet Ariana for the first time as the group reunion eventually reached its conclusion. Thank you for watching. Write what you think about it. Subscribe to the channel.